So today, I'm just going to be doing this little video I wanted to do. It just came up in my mind, and it will be giving all of my LPS Pokemon types. So if you don't know what Pokemon is, it's this game. It's actually called Pocket Monsters, but it's well known as Pokemon. And basically, you catch all kinds of Pokemon, because there's like so many different types, and then you use them and beat the game. I don't want to spoil anything about the actual games though, so that's for you to go enjoy. But the thing about the different types of Pokemon is that there are also many different types, like ice types or normal types, which are the standard ones. There are the starter types, which are grass, fire, and water, and there's like poison, and there's just a lot of different types, and I will be rating my LPS by types that I think suits them. So to begin with, I will of course start with me. And I actually think this typing is kind of unique and also makes sense. And it is Ice Normal. And I pick Ice because to me this is a Siberian Husky. And Siberian Huskies really love the snow. I'm pretty sure they were like bred from wolves or something. I'm not entirely sure, but all I know is that in like Alaska and stuff, they were like Huskies like carried around those things to get the medicine around. At least that's what I heard. So it would totally make sense for him to be an ice type and normal type because he's your everyday standard dog. So let's move on with the next one. So the next one is a hermit crab because it was right there. So I think she will be rock water or water rock. And the reason I chose water was because she's a hermit crab and hermit crabs live in the ocean. Okay, basic facts, but I picked rock because of the shell. And there's this Pokemon called Dwebble who goes by the same thing, except it's a bug type because it's some kind of weird bug. But it's also still a crab too, so yeah, it's a bug type though. This is water type. And it's a rock type for the same reason as the Dwebble because of the shell. Okay, so let's move on with the next one. And the next one is a puffin bird. So I think this puffin bird has to be an ice flying because puffins thrive in the Arctic regions. And because it's a bird, and I'm pretty sure puffins can fly. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Next up is an iguana. So I don't know too much about iguanas, but I think this can be classified as like a ground grass. And I pick like grass because I'm pretty sure they can like camouflage and all kinds of like trees and stuff, and they camouflage, or not even just trees. And then I pick ground because they like dry areas. No, that might not be these, but okay, let's just go on because I don't know anything about reptiles that much. Okay, but the next is an angelfish. You know what? I am just going to grab my other fish because these are all water types. And they're water types because they're fish. And fish live in the water. Okay, next up is a little more unique one that has to do more with how the LPS is and less what it is. So the next one is this panda, and I chose normal fighting. And I picked fighting because this thing looks like it'll just go up and punch you, and I'm sure in upcoming series, or I don't know, this might be some kind of mean person that likes to bully people. Okay, but on to the next one. Next up is this penguin, and I pick ice, of course, because it's an Arctic creature like the puffin. But for the secondary type, I pick poison. Chances are if this had an elemental type, which I wanted to be more unique than just ice flying because it can't fly, but I also didn't want it to be like ice normal or anything because I don't want to use too much of the same ones, so I picked poison because I'm sure if I would make some kind of elemental series where every single LPS in the world has element powers, or I don't really know. I'm pretty sure Fluffy has some kind of idea like that, so stay tuned for her. But I would pick Poison for this. Okay, next one is this Peacock. And I think I'm going to pick Fighting and Flying because, again, this is probably going to be some kind of fighting person. And because it flies. It's a bird. I'm not even just pretty, very sure and certain that peacocks can fly. So the next one is also a peacock. And for this one, I actually pick Psychic Flying. And I pick Psychic because this looks like something that would just get all these like weird magical technique. What are they called? Technesis powers or something. And it would just like use its magic powers in some kind of battle. Next up is Daisy the chimpanzee. And I think she can be a normal grass because they live in thick jungles, and her specifically, her name is Daisy and she likes flowers a lot, and yeah, okay. Next are cats. I have a bunch of more cats in my collection, but they're not a bunch, like 3 more. And I'm just gonna make them all normal types because they're normal cats. Next up is this cute panda, and I think we're gonna go with normal fairy, and fairy just because it looks like some cute little snuggle monster thing that could be a teddy bear. Yeah, okay. Next up is this frog, and I'm picking this frog as poison water type. I picked poison because it looks like those red-eyed tree frogs, and I'm pretty sure red-eyed tree frogs are like poisonous or something. I'm not sure about that though, and still looking at the colors, this totally looks like it would be a poisonous frog. And it's a frog, it's an amphibian, and I guess I'm picking all of the amphibians to be part water type. Next one is Strawberry the butterfly, and for Strawberry, we're just gonna pick a fairy flying, or should I do bug flying? Okay, so I never mentioned this when the video started, but certain things like butterflies, you know they're bug type, but sometimes they're like 2 different types, and obviously we're gonna go with the 2 different types over the bug type because I think it's obvious that this butterfly, if it had a 3rd type, it would obviously be the bug. So we're gonna go with fairy flying and possible bug if there were 3 typings, but there's no bug because there's only 2. So fairy flying. It's a butterfly, it's pink, it's cute. It would probably have some kind of healing powers like other fairies do. So yeah, okay, next up is Bead. And Bead actually is the case with healing powers, so I pick Fairy Bug. I could have picked Psychic, but I don't really think it would make too much sense because she doesn't have psychic powers. Actually, let's do Fairy Psychic because she does have psychical powers. She can see the future and remember her past. She can see what's coming up. She'll know if someone is secretly like stalking right behind her, and she can easily attack if she needs to. Yeah, but yeah, if she had a 3rd typing, she would be Bug, but her main typing would be Fairy Psychic. Next up is this butterfly, and I picked Dragon Bug. And the reason I picked Dragon Bug, or should I do Dragon Flying and just have Bug as the other one because it's a bug and it's obvious. But I picked Dragon because her name is Dragon Fruit. And I also just wanted it to be a thing that there was some weak dragon Pokemon because most of the dragon Pokemon, they're like super strong. But okay, let's go to the next one, or ones. And I'm picking these ones. Nikki and this hamster. Let's call him Hamilton. Hamilton the hamster. These are normal types because they're just your normal everyday mouse or hamster. Okay, and next up is a gecko. I was having a bit of trouble deciding what this would be because, again, I don't really know that much about reptiles, or at least like the lizard reptiles. But I ended up going with ground and grass. Ground because it looks like something that would be in a dry region, and grass for the same reason as the iguana. Okay, next up. Oh, I have to get more LPS because I ran out. Oops. Ginny. Wait, why did I make myself go back here? I picked Ginny over the other guinea pigs right here for one specific reason, and that's because she has magical powers. Yep, magical powers, I say. So, all my other guinea pigs are very normal, but her specifically, she is very psychic. Because she is not normal, she is unique and special and magical. And yeah, actually this Ginny is actually Ginny if I were to do some kind of Harry Potter series. I don't know if that will ever happen, but if it does, this is Ginny. Okay, next up, I should have just grabbed a whole batch. Let me be right back. Next up is, oh no, get out, get out, get out. This husky, and this husky for the, actually no, this husky is a fire normal. He's an ice normal because he loves the snow, and this thing hates the snow. Now, in my opinion, this just doesn't look like a Siberian husky. I'm not sure what other kind of huskies look like, but this is probably one of them because it really doesn't look like a Siberian husky. And I know from experience because I used to have a husky when I was like younger, a Siberian husky. So yeah, this is fire because it hates ice and it likes to stay warm. Next up is another dog, which is Coco. I just want to get her out of the way too. She would be a normal fairy. And I picked fairy because of how nice she is and sweet and helpful. And yeah. Get the big fives away, please. Also, all my other dogs are normal types. And speaking of other normal types, we have a pig. And this pig is normal because it's your everyday pig. Next up is something more unique. We have this monkey. This monkey, I picked this one over the other ones because the other ones are also normal grass. This one is an exception. This one is fighting grass. And the reason why is because if you look at its arms, they look way thicker. Hold on. Let me get another LPS to compare with. Okay, so I got this other monkey, and if you look at the arms on this one, they just look thicker, and it looks like this thing will like beat you up if it gets near its family. So that's why I picked fighting, because it looks like some kind of gorilla thing. And grass for the other reasons for the other monkeys. Okay. And I'm almost out. Okay, next up is Weed. Just like Bead, who has her powers, Weed also has her own. And for Weed, I think we're just gonna pick Electric Bug. And I pick electric because her power is electricity. So yeah, she's electricity, and the other girl is healer / basically just fairy, yeah. And of course, since she doesn't have any other types, we just pick Bug because she is a spider. And again, if Bead had 3 types, then we would pick Bug, but there are only 2 types. Okay, let me get more. And last, we have turtles, which would be, of course, a water and rock type. Water because it's a sea turtle and they swim around a lot. And then we have rock because of its big, tough shell. And just as a little, I didn't show any of these because these, it's kind of obvious what they are. All of these are normal type. Actually, this is flying type, yeah, so this is flying type because it's a sugar glider, and sugar gliders are gliding squirrels. Hold on, let me get lighting. Okay, so yeah, this is actually normal flying. The other ones are all just normal, and the guinea pigs are fairy because they're so adorable. The cats, I already said, these are all normal. These are all normal. Obviously, this is the other turtle again. Oh, I didn't notice. I forgot about this, but I guess this would also be normal fairy because it's a small little baby, and most of the baby Pokemon are like fairy types. Okay, this it's a turtle. Octopus. Octopus would be water type. Actually, you can say water poison because of their ink when they spray ink at you when they get scared. So yeah, actually water poison. These look like more regular standard frogs that aren't poisonous, unlike the tree frogs. So yeah. And the one little monkey that I didn't show at all, which is of course grass normal, unlike the gorilla. That is it for this video. If you enjoyed, make sure you go down below, leave a like, subscribe, and comment down what you would like to see next time. So, with that, I will be seeing you again hopefully very soon. Goodbye!